If you want the best itinerary and list of bucket list items to do in the Dolomites, watch this video. I'll show you my top hikes, bucket list views, some tips and tricks, and some awesome, great food places.
Wow, we finally got our pasta.
First off, I'd fly into Venice and rent a car from 6th. They seem to be the most reliable and less scammy of all the rental car companies. I also bought the toll pass because I didn't want to have to worry about the toll roads. Still, check the car for damages nonetheless. The first hike I did was Trick Crime. You need to make a reservation in advance, so definitely do that ahead of time. I saw so many people get turned away from not making a reservation in line. The hike was 6 miles and it's just so beautiful every step of the way. There's also a bunch of other trails connected to this one. There's even a spot to fill your water back up in the middle of the hike. There's also a couple little huts during the hike for you to stop in for a quick meal or a snack.
Can't see you at all. Maybe it's because of my glove.
Next, you should definitely check out some of the lakes. Lake Dobaccio and Lake Misurna are beautiful and nearby, and you can take a quick dip in them to cool off. Misurna is also a great place to grab food or some gelato. The food around there is amazing. Because there are both Italian and German influences, you can get some delicious pizza and wine and beer. I love staying in the SMY Wellness Center. It's in the middle of the Dolomites and has great views. The next day, we went to Lago di Braies. We grabbed a quick croissant at the local cafe.
Croissant breakfast.
It was absolutely beautiful at the lake. You have to do the short hike around the lake, and we also finished with some chocolate torte at the cafe right by the lake afterwards.
Yay!
That's good.
Right?
Nothing like a 10 a.m. tour.
The Val Gardena Pass is so breathtaking. You'll definitely be driving on it when you go through the Dolomites. We quickly grabbed some yummy local pizza again before renting some Via Ferrata gear and climbing Via Ferrata Piccolo Sur. Unfortunately, there's no super close parking lot, so you just have to park in town and hike up. And also sadly, the lift was not on to take us up there. The view from this Via Ferrata was breathtaking, and I definitely recommend this as a must-do. This Via Ferrata, this is the Piccolo Sur, is a bit on the shorter, easier side, so it's great if you're a beginner. This whole thing was so fun, and you have incredible views the whole way. We ended up staying in Brixton that night and went out for dinner at a Chinese-Japanese restaurant and got some Fanta. The Fanta here is a bit different from the US one. It's lighter and delicious. The food was also surprisingly really good too. The next day, we did the Adolf Munkel Trail. It's about 6 miles and absolutely breathtaking. We did it counterclockwise, and I think that way it's a lot less steep. Doing it this way means that we passed by the 2 huts at the beginning of the hike. Both huts were so cute and just really cool to check out. We decided to grab some beers at the Geisler Elm Hut. The whole way in the entire hike, there were just so many incredible views. After that, we took the cable car to Sicida. The cable car is about 50 euros per person. I would say a bit more on the expensive side, but it does take you all the way to the top. The view at the top was just incredible. So beautiful, the peaks were just so jagged. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was just amazed the whole time. We then drove up to Alpe di Suisse, which is the largest alpine pasture in Europe. Such a beautiful meadow. Finally, we chased after the sunset so we could see the final lake, Lago di Carezza. We got dinner nearby, which also had incredible views of the mountains behind Lake Carezza, and ended up getting some more final pizza. And I guess also a calzone.
No, it's definitely calzone. That's what I expected when you said calzone. Whoa!
If you have more time, I would also recommend checking out Cascata del Lupo. It's only about a 1 mile trail, though it is a bit steep, but it does take you to an amazing waterfall. If you want to explore some other Italian cities outside the Dolomites in northern Italy, I'd also recommend checking out Lake Garda. We had some delicious pasta at Riva before also exploring Cime on the southern end.
Crocodiles could be pink in real life.
Florence is also a great place to check out. There are so many museums and art galleries. And this famous bridge. We went to the Uffizi Gallery because you don't need to reserve any tickets in advance. And they also had some famous paintings in there as well. We also squeezed in some wine tasting in Tuscany at Tenuta Torciano. Finally, you have to go to Venice, especially since our flight was right in Venice. We parked in the Venice canals and then took the train to town and just walked all the way around to San Marco Square. It was just so cute to check out all the canals. Overall, it was such a solid time in the Dolomites and in Italy. I hope you like my itinerary and let me know if there's anything else you would like to see. Put in the comments any more questions you have and I'll try to answer them as quickly as I can. Thank you!